Please be seated. Good afternoon again. My name is Meg Marshall and it gives me great pleasure to be here as today's celebrant at the gorgeous Wattle Park Chalet. Today we have come together to witness the joining of two lives, specifically of Nicholas Peng and Thuy An, better known to us all as Nick and Thuy An. For them, out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary happened. They met each other and fell in love. We are gathered here not to witness the beginning of what will be, but rather what already is. We do not create this marriage because we cannot. We can and do, however, celebrate with Thuy An and Nick the wondrous occurrence that has already taken place in their lives and the commitment that they make today. They are delighted that you, their closest family and friends, can be here today to celebrate, witness, laugh, sing, eat, dance, and generally be happy that these two have found each other. Family is a very important part of both Thuy An and Nick's lives. So saying, I would like to ask both of their parents a question, and I sincerely hope the answer is we do. Do the parents of Thuy An and Nick promise to continue to love and support them both as the individuals that they are, as well as the married couple they will become from today? We do. Well done. Today, promises become permanent and friends become family. We share with Nick and Thuy An their delight in finding love with each other and support their decision to be together from now until the end of time. I would now like to invite up Nick's Aunt Margaret, who is going to share with us a passage from the Bible called The First Letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. It's on. Nice and close to your mouth. Yeah, wherever you like, nice and close. Go.
A reading from the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. Brothers and sisters, strive eagerly for the greatest spiritual gifts. But I shall show you a still more excellent way. If I speak in human and angelic tongues, but do not have love, I am a resounding gong or a clashing cymbal. And if I have the gift of prophecy and comprehend all mysteries and all knowledge, if I have all faith so as to move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away everything I own, and if I hand my body over so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It is not jealous. It's not pompous. It is not inflated. It is not rude. It does not seek its own interests. It is not quick-tempered. It does not brood over injury. It does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hope all things, endure all things. Love never fails. The word of the Lord.
Thank you, Margaret. Bear with me while I have a small wardrobe malfunction here. There we go. Thuy An and Nick first met playing the online game MapleStory. After playing together for a number of months, an opportunity to meet came up when Alvin decided to have a birthday party, and they are both very grateful that he did. Nick told me that he first noticed Thuy An's love of food and desserts. Thuy An said she noticed that Nick didn't like seafood and chili and decided to make it her lifelong mission to make him eat as much chili and seafood as possible. From there, a friendship started, which grew into a romance and, of course, love. From then till now, they have spent years in between enjoying each other's company, eating at lots of different restaurants, though I do understand from Nick that it's not an official date unless there is dessert involved, spending time with family, and of course playing video games. Though they do share a lot of similarities, they are different in a few ways. Nick is very punctual and organised. Thuy An is more spontaneous. Nick hates being late, and Thuy An doesn't consider it late as long as they aren't the last people there. Despite this, they love each other very much. In particular, Nick loves that Thuy An is so down to earth and that she is a very kind person. Thuy An loves that Nick is organised, caring and helpful, and he brings out the best in her and has always encouraged, supported and stuck by her. They are both so excited to start this next chapter in life, and in particular, to start and raise a family together. Thuy An and Nick's wish for today is a ceremony that reflects who they are as a couple. Informal, light-hearted, relaxed and full of fun. So without further ado, let's move into the formalities. Ladies and gentlemen, I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Nick and Thuy An, before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of a man and a woman to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. Thuy An and Nick, you have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held, riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. Those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, dancing partner and even teacher, for you have learnt much from each other in the last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. Nick, I now invite you to share your vows with us.
Thuy, you're the most unpredictable person in the world. You're my magic number. Even after spending 7 years together, I still can't honestly say that I fully understand you. Having you in my life just adds so many more interesting events into an ordinary day. I can't wait to share all the surprises and new experiences with you for the rest of our lives. I promise to always love you, even though you're always late and unorganized. I will always encourage you and be there to support you so that you have no excuse to be lazy, and for you to always be able to do your best in every aspect. I will always draw you the little comics that you love so much and buy you all your favorite food as motivation. I will always tell you that you're very beautiful no matter how much you eat. You make me so happy, and I can't wait to be able to call you my chubby wifey.
Thuy An, your turn.
I love you. You are my best friend, pillow, partner in crime, and chef. Today I'm so proud to call you my husband. I, Thuy An, promise to love you, Nicholas, even though you don't eat much chocolate, ice cream, cake, Nando's, and KFC. I promise to love you with all of my heart and love you more than food. I will try to learn how to cook your favorite meals and try my best to stop eating all of your food. I promise to be true to you, to frustrate and challenge you, and to share with you all the beautiful moments in life. I promise that I'll try my best not to laugh at you when you're hurt or when you're crying. I've fallen in love with you again and again, and I still can't believe that today I get to marry my best friend.
done, guys. This is the easy bit. So you've got one. So you're going to repeat after me. I, Nicholas,
I, Nicholas,
pledge in front of these family and friends
pledge in front of these family and friends
to take you, Thuy An,
to take you, Thuy An,
as my lawful wife.
as my lawful wife.
Well done. Thuy An, your turn.
I, Thuy An,
Pledge in front of these family and friends
pledge in front of these family and friends
to take you, Nicholas,
to take you, Nicholas,
as my lawful husband.
as my lawful husband.
Well done. You got it right. Jerry, can you please step forward with the rings?
Thuy An, with this ring,
I wed you
I wed you
and promise my love always.
and promise my love always.
Well done. Slide the ring on. Okay, your turn, Thuy An. Oh, you nailed it, guys. Good job. Okay, so up to the second knuckle. Repeat after me. Nick, with this ring,
Nick, with this ring,
I wed you
I wed you
and promise my love always.
and promise my love always.
Well done. Slide the ring on. I'm going to step over this way because I'm about to say it gives me great pleasure to announce, by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Australia, that these two are husband and wife. Nick, you may now kiss your beautiful brides. We are going to take a short pause in the ceremony so we can get all of our official non-romantic documents signed. Thuy An has chosen her mother, Thuy An, and Nick has chosen his Aunt Margaret to be their witnesses. So can I please ask you to step forward in just a moment? In the meantime, for everyone else, please don't go anywhere. If you can be mindful of our photographers, we would really appreciate it. And please feel free to entertain yourselves, enjoy the music, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could grab your attention again, I will wrap our ceremony up. Just before we do, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish our happy couple all the very best, and thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your special day. Now that our formalities are over, these guys can breathe a little easier, and they would love to have a group photo with everybody. This will take place here in the garden. Our photographer will be up on the balcony, so if you can await some further instructions, that would be great. This will be followed by individual group photos, so please don't go anywhere. Afterwards, drinks and canapes will be served from 6 here in the garden. So without any further ado, it gives me great pleasure to introduce for the very first time the happily married couple.